Dear learners, a very warm welcome to all of you for this session. Today we will be discussing about the role of stakeholders in the process of anti-human trafficking. So, we will be discussing about the medical professionals, the role of counselors, the role of corporates and the role of parents. So, we have here with us our colleague Dr. Anand Gupta. A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you.
So when I talk about medical professionals, it is very important because the medical examination report comes from the medical practitioner, and this report is very important in getting the accused convicted. So if this report is prepared within well time, if this report is prepared while considering the elements of sensitivity, humanity and concern for the human body and human mind, then this report has a big relevance in the eyes of law. So the medical professionals have to do a lot of duties. They have to do their daily duties. They have to look at a lot of patients in the government hospitals where you have to see 300, 400 patients in a day, and then you also have to conduct these things. So it is very important that when you conduct a medical examination, then you conduct this examination with humanity. And we have a lot of staff involved, like nurses, the attendants. So the way they interact with the victim or the survivor of human trafficking, the way the victim is taken to the room plays a very important role, or the way the victim is handled by the support staff also plays a very important role in bringing out faith in the system. So Anandji, you would like to say something?
So they are, apart from this, what Dr. Mansi has pointed out, they are expected to perform other functions such as age verification, expert opinion about the injury, so they have a whole lot of role to play, and as Dr. Mansi has pointed out, they should give priority to the victims because important evidence is lost when examination is not done in time. So they and they should also respond with empathy. They should treat them in such a manner that he is not afraid of them. I mean, the environment should not be intimidating. And as far as possible, lady medical officer should be engaged when a victim of human trafficking is examined. And if there is no women doctor available, at least one or two nurses should be available there. So it will kind of inspire confidence in the victim.
Yes, and the way the doctor interacts, because the doctor is able to see the wound and understand. A lot of times it is not only one injury, as you just said. In cases where a person has been traumatized, abused every day, every second, then there are a lot of injuries, lot of transmitted diseases also. So proper medical examination is very important.
Now, with regard to forensic experts, forensic experts are What is forensic? Forensic is a kind of scientific evidence collected scientifically. So forensic experts should do the investigation properly and all the evidence should be examined properly. When they visit the place, they should keep all the material in safekeeping so that the important evidence is not lost. So forensic experts also play an important role especially in investigation of the crime of human trafficking. So now, as we know, now this is the age of scientific investigation. So now a new area of cyber forensics has also come when the crime is committed using technology. Then the cyber because data may be destroyed by the offender. He may try to destroy the data, he may try to destroy the hard disk, etc. So to retrieve the data from electronic devices is the job of cyber forensic experts. So forensics also play a very important role in investigation of the crime.
Yes, and as Dr. Anji just said that while even during the investigation, one has to be very considerate because the victim is traumatized, so maybe he is not ready to talk, he is not ready to go for the medical examination, even he is not ready to part away with his clothes, because clothes sometimes are pieces of evidences. Even in cases of rape, in cases of sexual offences, a lot of personal dignity issues are also involved. So you're not able to speak up before the expert because that person is a male, or maybe you do not trust that person. You think him as another person who has come to harm you. So how to build trust during investigation? So they have to be humane, they have to talk to these people, they cannot just scold them, shout on them, and they have lot of time constraints, but the interest of the victim says that they have to be patient, and while handling the evidences they have to be very cautious. And for this I have to say that they need proper training and updation. So all these experts, the doctors, the nurses, the attendants, the staff, because we see that sometimes when you go for examination you are further traumatized. Second time, if you are again going to the same hospital, because one day you go, your examination does not happen, so another day you again go. Similarly, forensic expert will come and take all the minute details, and if evidence is not collected in a proper way, in a scientific way, and that evidence authenticity is also a big question in cases of cyber crimes. So you have to be trained, you have to be perfect in your role and responsibility, and when you work with commitment, this will automatically be a part of your job. So it is very important, because the delay also leads to the destroying the evidences. So delay may result in destroying the evidences, or reducing the value of that evidence before the court of law. So they have to be diligent, they have to be proper equipped, because we have also seen cases where you are not able to keep the evidences properly for years. Sometimes during the investigation the trial takes for 30-40 years. So how to preserve these evidences is also a big question. So they have to be properly trained, and this is why we say that in cases of human trafficking we should have fast track courts where the justice is done and speedy justice is done.
Yeah, now we come to next, a counselor. Counselor play a very important. Counselor is a person who helps the victim in rehabilitation, in psychosocial rehabilitation, because victim has suffered a lot of mental agony. Human traffic victims, because his dignity was compromised during sexual offences, and he has lost his family. There is no place where he can go now after the police has apprehended him. Police had captured him from the offender. So he is in a very low condition. So the counselor should be an expert, he should be a psychologist having a good social understanding about the problem. And he should interact with the victim in a very congenial environment. The atmosphere should not be an intimidating type of environment, and he should develop a rapport with the victim. Then he will be able to extract the real, the victim will be able to tell him the entire story, what he is facing, what he is feeling, and in that way he will be, the counselor will be in a better position to help him to come out of the trauma.
And this is very important that if we have a male counselor and the victim is a female person, then this is advisable that the counselor does not touches him. And you know, counseling is not something which just starts after the rescue, as Anandji also said, and ends after the conviction. Sometimes, you know, you are re-trafficked. So if you are in constant touch with the counselor, then the counselor will understand your vulnerability and will talk to the authorities of removing your vulnerability. He will even counsel you so that you are not again vulnerable and you are not again re-trafficked. So counselor support continues for years.
And counselor also, as you pointed out, it also can act a bridge between the authorities and the victim. He can explain the real condition of the victim to the authorities so that the proper rehabilitation can be planned. So this is also an important role which the counselor has to play. And the counselor should act like a guardian in some cases, because the victim is, he is now in guardianless position. There is nobody on which he can repose confidence, because police officials and institutions where he has been kept, the people may not be well versed to deal with the emotional conditions of the victim. So he should help the victim in building confidence and regaining his self-confidence.
Yes, he can also act as a mentor,
Yeah.
you know, if the situation so arises. As Anandji also said, that a lot of times, you know, the victims do not go back to their family members because the family has not accepted them, and the places of safety are not really the places of safety. So the counselor plays a very important role in, you know, providing the support to the victim and providing a safe place for the victim.
Now we can talk about the corporates.
Yes.
Corporates, the employer mainly, you can say, or the other the corporations which are involved in rehabilitation of the victim. So they can be employer also, and they can also be people who are running some social welfare organizations. So they play a very important role in rehabilitation of the victim of human trafficking.
You know, we should have a feeling that we will not employ children.
Yeah, yes.
So this is very important. A committed corporate or an industrial house will not employ children, will not give you something which is, you know, less than the minimum wages, and will not tell you to work in hazardous employment. So this is a corporate social responsibility wherein the corporates come together and say that we will be abiding the laws related to children, laws related to women. So equal pay for equal work. So dignity standards will not be compromised for, you know, more profit. So this is a very important role of a corporate or industrial house, that the dignity of the human will be maintained and the person will not be victimized because that person is vulnerable.
Yeah, and for a dignified life, it is necessary that the proper residential arrangement is made. The person working in the organization are provided a good accommodation, a decent accommodation, not very expensive, not very luxurious, but a decent accommodation. And the employer should also ensure that the children are provided good education. They should establish residential schools and training institutes, and they also can provide scholarships, fellowships to higher studies. So they can help in various ways in combating human trafficking.
Yes.
And they should also, I must say that they should give priority to the victims in employment, because when the victims get good employment, this instills confidence in them, and it provides them because they are suffering a lot of stigma from the society, and it is at times becomes very difficult to get a good employment. So the corporate should give priority or should be sympathetic in giving employment to the victims of human trafficking.
Definitely, Anandji has just said, you know, that providing a good working environment, then something you have to make it as a commitment that you will not, you know, violate the labor laws, which are very important to be followed by all the corporates. Third point is, you know, the gender perspective has to be respected. Crèche has to be there. Then the ladies should get the maternity leave, time for rearing their children, very important. Then you have to have proper records of all the people who are working in your industry. Because, you know, if you have proper records, you provide them the medical benefits, because medical need is something which is coming up for every family. So if you have a proper educational institution near your area, where Anandji just said that you provide scholarship and you motivate your workers to send their children in the schools, and you are able to provide the meritorious children's scholarship, then, you know, you are able to provide them the medical insurance, you are able to provide them good living conditions. then you will be able to contribute much in reducing the vulnerability. Then corporates also play a very important role in CSR activities, in creating awareness, in generating funds for the homes, in providing shelters to the people, in providing meal to the people. So in protecting and prevention, the corporates can play a very important role. Vocational training is also very important, and then proper upgradation of the the educational skill of the worker is also very important. So you have to train your worker, you have to give them educational environment wherein they have the choices to study further and enhance their educational capabilities.
Now we come to the role of parents. As we know, family is the most important institution for a child. And it is believed that the child develops in healthy manner in the family, and no place is better than the family.
Safest place.
Safest place. Now it has also been made in the law. The law has provided that as far as possible, the children should live with the family. The children should not be separated from the family, except in cases where the child is suffering abuse, neglect, etc., where it is in the interest of the child. Otherwise, family. So now we know that there are a number of institute adoption, foster care. There are various options apart from the family which are provided by law, so that and it is expected that wherever the child goes, he is provided a family-like environment. So family play a very important role. Family can play a very different ways. So firstly, it may it can give a good education to the child. It can develop good culture in the children. It can, if there is a good environment in the family, and the respect for women will be natural in the children from very childhood. So it helps in preventing child trafficking in a holistic manner, we can say, from the very beginning, because crime is committed due to perversion of mind, due to perversion of perverted thinking. So if the right thinking is given from the very beginning to the child, and that helps in the child becoming a good citizen. And apart from this, in case of a victim, when suppose a victim comes in the family, then the parents should provide them a good atmosphere. They should accept them, and they should, because no counselor or anybody can provide the emotional support, the kind of emotional or moral support to the children which a parent can provide. So they should accept them, they should help in rehabilitating them, and this way the family can play a very important role.
Yes, Anandji, I would like to say that as parents where children are using technology and they don't know how to use technology, even the nursery child is using technology. So do's and don'ts need to be taught to the children at this age, because if you are not aware, the
What
parent.
we call an etiquette, huh?
Yes,
Etiquette.
yes. So the parents have to talk to the children. talking and giving quality time is very important. Accepting your child as your child. The child knows that whatever the child will do, the parents are always there with that child. So that child will have a different mindset. If you do not accept your own family members, your own children, then we cannot have, reintegration. And as Anandji rightly said, that the support which a child can get from the family cannot be from any other place, not from friends, not from society. First support comes from the parents. If the parents do not accept the person, and if the family member does not accept that person, then the person will or may lead to re-trafficking. So parents play a very important role. Vigil is very important. You have to know what your child is doing. So you have to use the technology even in nuclear families where you do not see your child for the entire day. You can use technology and reduce the vulnerabilities, because the child is exposed to a lot of internet, the child is exposed to your helpers, the child is exposed to different friends or family friends or relatives. So the parents have to trust their child. There are a lot of cases where the children have reported abuse, child abuse, and the parents have scolded their own children and not spoken about that to that relative or not reported to the police station. So any crime, as Anandji just said, should be immediately reported. Your reputation cannot be more than the interest of your child. So you have a vital responsibility, a greater responsibility towards your child, and holistic development of a child can only happen when you provide the child with quality time, and the child is not safe at home because the child is exposed to technology. So technological vulnerabilities have to be made in a simple sense so that the child, at whatever level the child is able to understand the technological vulnerabilities.
You pointed out a very important aspect, that is quality time. Quantity may not be, because working parents may not have much time to spend with the child, but whatever time they have, whatever time they spend with the children, there should be a proper dialogue between the child and the parent, and the parent should be their best friends. Whatever happens with the child, whatever the child is thinking, he should first tell it to his parent. So parent should develop a kind of confidence, a trust in the mind of the child, so that the child tells everything. Because now we have seen that when there is no time for children, the children may get, children may be influenced by the company of some people who may mislead them. Children are, it has been seen that children are subjected to drug abuse, they are subjected to drug addiction and other types of activities, because they need company, they need attention, they need care. So when they are not getting it from the family, they become vulnerable to scrupulous people who use them for their own purposes.
Yes, and when you use social sites, then you have to be very vigilant, and if the child is having his own mobile, iPad or laptop, then the child needs to be properly trained of using. And online gaming should be properly checked, because on online gaming sites you have a lot of friends, you share every details about your family, about yourself, you post your pictures, so you are getting exposed to a greater world, and you do not know the kind of people whom you are interacting with. Sitting in any part of a village in India, you are interacting with people of different world. So you have to be very vigilant. The families have a greater role and responsibility when they give these technological tools to their children. So we are just winding up this session. Thank you all for listening, and I hope that you have understood the role of parents as stakeholders, the role of counselors, the role of medical practitioners, and the role of corporates and industries. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.